Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in the last video I made, I talked about how TCS is hiring for NQT and how they're hiring for a variety of batches all the way from 26, 25 and 24 and how this is one of the biggest off-campus opportunities that we're seeing this year. And I also asked you guys if you wanted a complete roadmap video, a complete preparation video, and a lot of you guys commented saying that you want a detailed video about the resources, you want a detailed video with the roadmap, the resources. I got a lot of comments and that's what I was working on pretty much like all night. So here we have, I've made a complete sheet like the one I made for Deloitte NLA. If you remember, I had made a sheet for Deloitte NLA, and that sheet helped thousands and thousands of people. Similarly, I've made this sheet, which is complete preparation guide for TCS NQT. This is pretty much the only thing that you will be needing for cracking TCS NQT for the next 20 days. You can follow this sheet, prepare accordingly, and it's having pretty much everything: the pattern, the resources, previous year question, the strategy that you need to use. Everything is going to be in the sheet. So, of course, the link for this is going to be in the description box, and I'm giving the sheet to you completely free of cost. I know a lot of people, what they will do, they'll make something like this and then they'll charge you 30 rupees, 40 rupees, 50 rupees, or they'll sell you a course for TCS and QT. I'm not doing that. I'm giving this to you completely free of cost. The only thing I'm asking to you to do is just like the video and please leave a comment if this helps you. That's the only thing I'm asking you to do. And of course, watch the video so that you understand how do you actually use this sheet. Don't directly jump to the sheet itself. Alright, so of course, as you can see, I've just written some basic information, whatever was there on the page. Like, of course, it's going to be in person, in centers. Now, test pattern and duration, we already saw that you'll have foundation and advanced section. Advanced section is mandatory if you want to crack the best roles with like TCS Prime and Digital. And one more thing is that I have friends on like who are working in TCS Prime, right? In fact, even if you see on my channel, I've invited 3 people who have cracked TCS Prime to come and share their interview experiences. In fact, those videos also I've like put down, right? So everything is in here. Don't worry, it's gonna cover everything. So, like section wise preparation strategy. So, of course, you have numerical ability. This is under foundation. You get the timing. Now, these are the topics that you need to focus on. And of course, numerical ability for foundation is not going to be too difficult. It is going to be direct formula based. You'll have moderate calculation, and again, speed is going to matter a lot. So, it's just going to be like, the formula, solve it. You know the formula, solve it. Okay. So, you have to memorize core formulas. In fact, what I'd like you to do is make a sheet of all the formulas. This is what I used to do when I was preparing for aptitude in my college placements, right? I had a complete sheet, A4 size sheet of paper where I had written all of the formulas and I kept revising it time to time. And of course, you have all of these resources that I've given. All of these wonderful YouTubers have pretty much, gone through the previous year question. And all of these things are the latest. I've not gone into 22 or 24 or 23. These are 25 previous year questions only, right? For TCS NQT, whatever came last year, these are the questions of that, okay? So again, numerical ability is something you have to focus on. This is where a lot of people actually don't score well. So focus on numerical ability because, of course, numerical ability quant is where people do get a lot of issues. Now, verbal ability is relatively going to be easy if you're someone who's good with grammar, if you're someone who's good with the English language in general, you will not have a lot of issues in this. So this is where you have to score, right? So like I've put a few points and of course I've put few resources as well. But verbal ability is the main section, guys. This is where you have to score your best, okay? So even if you mess up a little bit in the other sections, verbal ability is going to sort of compensate it just a little bit, okay? Reasoning ability is again is a place where some people do have some issues. So again, you have to focus here. You have all of these questions, and of course, reasoning ability is sort of like trick-based questions. So you have to be very careful with the tricks. Like in numerical ability, you have formulas. In reasoning ability, you have tricks. So you need to be aware of all the tricks. You need to be good with the tricks. And again, I've mentioned the resources. You guys can use that. Now, advanced section is where the real thing is. Advanced section is what makes the actual difference. So advanced section is going to have quantitative and reasoning. So I've not put any special resources here because the previous year question is going to cover everything. But the quantitative and reasoning is going to be more difficult. So you need to practice a lot on indiabix.com. Every day you need to practice for indiabix.com at least 30 minutes. So I've not written this in the sheet, but I'm just telling this to you personally. Practice every day 30 minutes to 1 hour whenever you're free on indiabix.com, just quantitative and reasoning, so that you're at a level that you'll be able to solve these advanced section problems, okay? So of course, these are going to require a longer calculation than it would in foundation. So Again, previous year questions will cover everything. I've given previous year questions upwards, so I've not mentioned anything here, but it is going to be a little bit difficult. Now, in advanced coding, you have usually three coding questions. The level for them varies, but usually it is easy, medium, or medium hard. It's not hard level like we see in Infosys. If you know in Infosys, right, they have crazy level hard. That's not the case here. It's going to be easy, medium to medium hard. Advanced coding is something you have to take very, very seriously. Of course, you cannot take anything lightly, but advanced coding is a place where a lot of people are not able to do, as much questions as it would take to crack the prime or digital role. So here you have to focus a lot. You have to make sure that you're able to solve everything to the best of your ability. So I'll tell you how to practice common question types. Of course, you'll have array strings, hash map, sliding window, two pointer, sorting, searching, recursion, matrix traversal, and like on an off chance, on an offset chance, you may get a tree question or a graph question, but it's rare. Usually they do not ask that level of difficulty. But even if a graph or tree question comes, it's not going to be very difficult. But usually they do not ask. Now, coding strategy, read constraints carefully. This is very important. A lot of people mess up the constraints and then their code starts failing. A lot of people have issues in input output. This is a very, very important thing because I see people in NQT having issues in input output. Make sure that you're careful about it. Now, how do you practice? You have to practice medium hard problems every day. More focus on medium rather than hard. Medium is more important. So I mean medium to hard. I don't mean medium and hard. Medium to hard problems you have to solve. You have to practice every day and you have to try to solve the problems within 25 to 30 minutes. And of course, you have to focus on writing clean code so it doesn't confuse you, and don't miss the edge cases, right? Otherwise, you may end up panicking in the end. Practice links again I've given. Very important, practice easy and medium problems on lead code. And one more thing I've given is on code forces. You can practice few div 2 contests and div 3 contests. In div 3 contest, try to solve till problem D, and in div 2, try to solve till problem C. This is going to help you a lot. And if you're still not confident, then you can do AdCoder ABC contests. Those are going to help your coding skills as well. Common mistakes to avoid have written. You can pretty much read it. Time management is just according to how it's going to be. And I made a 20-day crash plan, but you don't need to follow it end to end. You can do everything in parallel, or you can do everything like this as you wish. But just be ready by day 18. So the last 2 days you can focus on mock and revision. Okay, don't keep everything till the end. Now, interview prep after NQT is also very important because, of course, if you don't do well in the interview, you may not end up getting anything. So what I've done is I've like put these videos. These are the interview experiences that I was talking about. I highly recommend that you watch all of them. All of them have cracked TCS prime roles by giving NQT. And this is a video that I've made about how to explain your project, because 110% they will be asking you questions about your project in the interview. So I highly recommend watch these three videos right away because they've talked about NQT as well, not just the interview. So watch these three videos and then start preparing. Okay, every day start preparing. It's not going to be that difficult, trust me. If you focus on these remaining 20 days well, if you do this well, you're gonna have a very easy time tracking this, let me tell you. And of course, if you get a prime role or even a digital role, your career is going to have a great kickstart. And of course, even moving to a better job is going to be very, very easy because 7 and 9 LPA in a company like TCS is pretty awesome. So focus on this, prepare well, and if you want me to add more things, I'll definitely add more resources whenever I find. So keep coming back to the sheet because it's not fully completed. In the next few days, I'll come back and add more items. And if you need any more details, do let me know in the comments. I'll be very happy to add on to it. So again, this sheet is going to be in the description box. Check it out, and just please like the video, leave a comment, share this with your friends if this helps you, and make sure that you subscribe because more opportunities are yet to come and I'll be bringing them on my channel as soon as they come. So again, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.